I wasn't gonna do wasn't gonna really do a video on this, but North kind of threw in the energy, so I just kind of address it real quick because like we can ask questions, so you can ask all kind of questions, whatever you want to do. One thing I would advise people to do is just study what you want your truth to be. You know, that's the main thing I would say. Study that part, so that way you'll never be taken the wrong way. You want to study what your truth is, what you want it to be, so no one else can lead you any old kind of way. So you study it, you study what you want it to be, and just stay focused on that. You know, I mean, things vary as you gain information on what the truth is. You're gonna have choices to make, but you're dictating your choices. You know? So that's one of the main things I tell anybody. But like I said, this is just short. Kind of got these clips from some, I don't know if it was a movie or TV show, American Satan 2017, and just getting into the idea of selling your soul. A lot of times, like, when you ask people that question, they can't give you a direct answer, because if they could, most people would have already done it already. No bullshit. When you look around the world, you think people wouldn't be out there like, yo, buy my soul, please, give me something. People would do it. I mean, it sounds crazy, but I mean, people are doing the worst off things to themselves than that, because you don't even know what that side of life is about. You don't know what realm of life that's in. You don't have no clue of it. You don't even know if it truly exists. If you want to break it down on a scientific level, you don't really know. So of course niggas would be selling their soul, of course, if they knew. But the fact of the matter is, they don't know. You know, they just don't. And that's just the truth of it. Had they known, they would honestly believe more people would do things that we wouldn't think that they would do. I just put it to you that way. You know, everything is easier. Everything is easier said than done. You know, so I don't automatically. What's happening, man? If you got a question, just ask me. This is a short topic. I'm just touching on this real quick. You know, so let's just get right down to it. If you're a person that's biblical literate and you're a person that has been read, studied the Bible, in any real kind of fashion, where you can at least read something on your own, then this would be real easy for you. If you haven't, it may be a little difficult, but it's still in there. Okay, ask yourself, what's the end game? If you're a person who is Jesus and right, and you go on that route, you're Christian. Let's just get this straight. You're Christian, you're Arabic, you're Christian, you're Islamic, or you're Jewish and Judaism. And then there's other facets within those three major Abrahamic religions. If you're within any of those, you're in the same shit. First and foremost, get that understood. Now, what is the end game? If you are in that, the end game is, excuse me. The end game for it is you have one God, one order, one rule, and that's the salvation you're waiting for. You're literally praying for salvation for a one world order, and in the same breath, on the flip side, the so-called devil, Satanism, whatever, their end game is the same. One ruler, right? One ruler, one order, one system, right? And they both have consequences. You read your Bible, if you disobey God, and that you go to the fiery pit. I just want people to understand what it is they're doing and what they're really saying, because it doesn't take a genius. Just look at the end game. That's the same end game. So you can't be a person that's vigilant and fighting, talking about, I don't want no one world this and one world that, and I'm against one world and all that. When no, you're not against one world. Ain't none of them said anything different. Really, they're both is the same end game. Either you fucking go with them, or your ass will get destroyed. Plain and simple. There's no halfway niggas on either side of the track. So I just kind of want y'all to understand that. You know, a lot of times people play games with themselves, and then most of the time that's what we doing. But when we really start thinking about what's happening, put it out, just put it in plain simple, break down the two end games, and then start reading scriptures. When the Bible says, God, I do the good, I do the bad, and all of that, that's telling you. He don't say, I do the good, devil does bad. No. You may hear him saying, I give permission for certain things to transpire, but he still says he does it. There ain't nothing over you. So what are you really doing? And those are the questions that I think people gotta really start asking themselves. First and foremost, is the end game for a Christian the same the end game if you're not a Christian, or if you're not in the Abrahamic religion? No, it's not. If you're telling me that everybody wants to have this one world government, and that's the most evil thing, right? And we need to stop that from happening. We need to stop it, right? If that's what you're saying, then you're going against your own shit. What do you think that one world government just means? We don't want these particular countries that's right now to have a one world government? Well, if God was in control of it all, it would be his, right? His order. It's very simple. But then when you read your books, you're looking for the same one world order. It's the same shit. And it's only one person. Ain't no devil and God like that. And really, you can't tell me you read it. That has been. Because you haven't. You know? So a lot of times, you know, people got to really start sharpening up and really understanding what they want. You know? What they want to choose to believe in and roll with. And keep it as personal as possible if you can, you know, because if you can't and you get out here and you start talking, you're going to start running across people like myself, and it's going to mess your whole thing up, because once you start saying some nonsense, I'm going to come back and I'm going to answer you your questions the right way, period. You know, if anybody got any questions about what I just said, just ask the question. Salute, thank you for watching. How you doing? You know, if you don't understand these symbols, people talking about one eye and pyramids and stuff like that, where you don't understand symbols, right? Thank you for becoming a fan. I appreciate it. You gotta understand symbols. You know, when they reading about, in the scriptures, they reading about putting the blood on this door so the ghost of death will pass over, right? That's a ritual. Using blood sacrifice. That's right in your Bible. It's like, well, it's like it's this game people is playing with themselves and with the invention of things like YouTube. It has allowed them to actually be able to do it on a broader schedule, where what I'm trying to do is just help people understand, like, I mean, you see this right? This this is opposite from a cross. This mean life, a cross mean death. So of course I can't be Christian. Okay? It's not possible for me to have that. So it's two totally different meanings. What I'm trying to do is, it's just like I said, I was doing a quick video so you understand. You know, you got people fighting to say we don't want a one world government, right? There's literally people. So are you for the other side? I don't know what that site. I can answer the first question. I don't know what that is. Site. I mean, nah. Listen, I can answer you my questions. You know, when it comes to that, there's no two sides. You know. So are you for Satan? That's what I'm saying. You listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what the scriptures is telling you. If it tells you in the Bible, right? If the Bible tell you, I'm God, right? I'm God. I do the good. I do the bad. I do all of these things. That's what it says in your Bible, right? So is it a difference between God and Satan? You know? You know, nah. I'm more, it's not just Christian. I can live in hell for the... Well, this is what I say. Like I said, you gotta understand symbolism, and you gotta understand that. And then when you start reading in whatever text, if you want to read in Islamic texts, if you want to read in Judaism, if you want to read in your Bibles, when you understand the symbolism, then it'll really help. Okay. Do not do that because I don't do anything what I don't want to do. Well, yeah. Well, now you're talking more of like Gnosticism, like the Gnostics, right? So, if you gotta put yourself under a category, that's pretty much you'll be going that route, you know. But you gotta be more in tune spiritually. When we're talking about being in tune spiritually, you start dealing with there's a lot of different things you can go into, but I'm only like trying to touch this stuff right here because, like I'm saying, you know, I just want people. I have respect for everyone, and don't push it. Yeah. I mean, I totally agree with that. It's like, as long I don't have a problem. Like, if you can believe whatever you want to believe, but when you start debating things and trying to make things factual, stuff like that, you know, that's where you lose me because then now we have something where we have fact based and it's not based in facts. And you know, if you're everyone on my Facebook page, I did a whole thing where I broke down the Smurfs, the little blue people Smurfs cartoon, where I broke down and proved that they actually can existed in history where not one biblical character existed. I've actually done that, you know, but that's not what, like I said, I'm not here for that, to do that right now. All I'm doing is, I just want you guys to understand that it's all one side, you know, it's all one side. If you look at both people's end game, the end game is to be a one world rulership. It doesn't matter if you're Muslim, Judaism, Christianity, it's all one world. That's all what they're going for. So, you know. Yeah. Honestly, when you start talking about even minions and things like that, when they use minions, you know, they try to use minions and they connect them with the word demon. If you go back, if you actually, you guys on the internet, you go Google, go and look up demon and demon, and it'll tell you it is something that you have as more of a guardian for life. What they don't tell you is ain't no such thing as no fucking guardian angel. That's what they won't tell you. So that's the, you know, big difference with that. Would you like to Nah, like I said, I don't have, like, if you want to talk about Muslims, right? Well, who's the forefather of Islam? You know, you got a patriarch. You got Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? So no. It's good. You got Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the patriarch when you start dealing with these religions. But it's Abraham who's the father of Islam also. And you know, you have his son Ishmael, and Ishmael, you know, they were sent off, and then it said God blessed them, and they had many kingdoms, and then that's when you get into, you know, where you get Islam from. So a Christian and an Islam, that's like two brothers fighting each other. It don't even make sense. Even when Abraham died, Ishmael came and visited him, you know. So, you know, it ain't really nothing like, don't blow me up. I don't know. Don't get on the plane. Who are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, listen, you gotta understand the three major religions: Judaism, Christianity, Islam. They come from one person. Their patriarch is Abraham. Period. Now, he never even existed, so all that shit is fake anyway. But just to let you know, you ain't no such thing as a Muslim going against a Christian. Is like I said, that's like brothers fighting, literally. If those are the route you're going on. But no, that's like conspiracy theories. I can't tell you what's fake and what's not. You know, there's a lot of things that, you know, the media, when they try to perpetuate fear and try to get things going a certain way, they put a lot of false flags out. But that's not something. I really haven't got into them like that, to that situation for me to say, yo, yeah, that's fake. So no, I wouldn't say that's real or fake. I just don't know. But I'll say this, you know, that's fine. I mean, shit, there's a lot of kids dying all the time. what does that mean? Like, I mean, there's a lot of babies dying in wars right now over bullshit. So what does that mean? Like, I don't get teary and misty-eyed just because of someone's age and they died. That's not me. Like, that could be someone else. That's not me. You know. And it really ain't anybody, if you believe in scriptures. I hope just because I think do you something if you say that. Could nothing harm me, man. I can't be harmed. I'm not worried about it. That's the problem. That's the point right there. That's the point right there. I don't associate with cells, and I don't worry about things that really can't do nothing to me. They can't none of that stuff hurt me. I'm not worried about it. I don't worry about it. You know, some people concern themselves with a lot of those things. I personally don't do that. You know, it doesn't really make me any difference. You know, it's like, I think it was Morgan Freeman who came out and said, you know, you got all these people crying about different events, but if that shit don't hit you personally, it don't really do nothing for you. You speaking nonsense, man. Like, that statement you just made right there is nonsense. I just told you who's the father of your religion. If you think I'm lying, go look it up. That's all I can tell you. Now, if you want to talk about reading the Quran, we can talk about that because I done read it properly. So, none of all that stuff, when you're talking about media and propaganda and you're talking about false flags and people pretending to be this and that, you know, that's the realm you want to be on. If you want to be in there and you want to be skeptical on a lot of those things and speak on crisis actors and all that shit, by all means, do it. But what that mean to me? Nothing. I don't care. They could have killed them. They could have killed 100,000 kids over there. Is it honestly gonna affect my life? No, it's not. Cause it's happening right now. All throughout the world, millions of people is dying every day. Are you crying about that shit? No, you not. Are you even giving a damn about it? No, you not. So don't think because you got knowledge of one event that people is supposed to give a damn. They're not supposed to do that. Do you understand? I don't care. I don't care about what no man said. Nothing. It's so much death going on. Then you personally care about it. Cause if you do, start looking into all of it. Start looking into all of the lies. Start looking into every single one of those things that could be real and could not be real. Don't single out one event and then try to just speak on it like it really means something, because it don't. Because if it did mean something to you, you wouldn't be here on YouNow right now. You see how simple that is? So that's what you do. You either ask a question or make a proper statement, or else you just get sunned. That's just how that works. If it really means something to you, then you wouldn't be on here. You'll be helping somebody in that area. You'll be raising some food and money and whatever they need. You'll be over there doing that. So don't ask me about something that you obviously know about and don't care about yourself. You did? It's never easy to dismiss nonsense just that quick. What does that mean, man? What does that mean to you? What does things going on in Iraq mean to you? Personally. Until stuff start hitting you home personally, hey, it's not really gonna mean nothing to you. Nah. It's just, we gotta understand what's real to each one of us as individuals. There's a lot of things that go on. We have no ideas going on. There's a whole bunch of people being sold into sex slavery. There's a whole bunch of all kind of heinous stuff happening all the time. But until you become aware of it and then you make it a part of your struggle and a part of your experience, it don't mean nothing to you. So to speak on those type of things, that's for you. I'm speaking on something that means something to me personally. Like I said, I don't have a problem asking you a question when it comes down those lines. That's for you. That's for you. That don't change my life. That changed your life. That don't change my life. You understand? I don't know you personally. You don't know me personally. So I can give a fake, oh, I'm sorry for your loss. I can be fake and lie and all that, and then click and go on to the next subject. But I'm just being honest with you. That's really it. The fact of the matter is, there's honesty and there's not. I don't believe in bullshit, sympathy, and stuff like that for things that don't affect me. Period. Like I'm saying on topic though, we gotta understand If in your Bible you read it and it tells you I do the good, I do the bad, it's giving itself away. It's the same person. Ain't no selling your soul to the devil and giving your soul to God. There's no whole thing. Your whole country being destroyed. Then handle your business. You should understand more than anybody did why that's not a topic relevant for me, because I'm not there. And quite possibly I could be a part of the destroyer. So you out of all people should know that if your whole country is being destroyed, I'm not a person that you should bring that to. It's very, very simple. You see what I'm saying? It's very, very simple. It's not hard. You know, if you're looking for reactions, you're looking for certain things, what you gotta understand is, for me, it don't exist to me. I don't know you. I don't know where you're from. There's nothing about me personally over there. If a big earthquake just fell down in California, just dropped in the Pacific Ocean, right? You could be like, whoa, you're gonna be nervous because you probably think this is some end of the world shit, but despite popular opinion, America ain't the world, right? So you're not finna trip off that unless that's, something you got in your head. But if you're across town, you like, yo, that's fucked up, but you still gonna go every day to day. You serious? Yo, knuckle up. Do what you gotta do. Because, like I'm saying, the whole point of this is there ain't no right way when we're dealing with two wrongs. We dealing with wrong when we're talking about this fake Illuminati type shit. That bogus shit is fake. When we're talking about that, or when we're talking about religion, that's also fake. I'm just trying to let y'all know we're talking about two sides of a fake story. That's what you gotta understand that. Now, if you got things in your life that's going on personally, and you dealing with certain military factions, then you gotta handle yourself same way I had to handle myself. But if it was like that, and it was that important, you personally would not be on this platform talking about it. What the good did that do for you or your people? Nothing. So it's nonsense to ask that, or for you to even be here talking about it. What is the point? Wake up, mommy, sounds go. Okay. I have no idea. They tell you a million Jews, millions and millions of Jews was killed. We know that wasn't in the Holocaust. What does that mean? To me, that don't mean nothing to me. Because these people was being bombed and killed and gonna continue to be bombed. Before I was born, there was wars over there. When I'm gone, there possibly gonna still be wars over there. It don't mean nothing to me. That's a fact. Just like if you not waking up where I'm at, dealing with issues that I have, it don't mean nothing to you. Just that simple. It's that simple. Some people can be hypocritical, some people can't be. I'm just being straightforward and honest with you. Why would it mean something to me? Why would it? There's neighborhoods right here in the United States we can go up and down and see people getting killed all the time. But the whole point is, if you are in the middle of bombing, right? If you wake up and you hearing that every morning and all of that, and you on YouNow, shame on you. If you on, let me tell you something. If I was over there, I wouldn't be on YouNow. Period. And I for damn sure wouldn't be on YouNow talking to somebody I don't know, asking them how they feel about my struggle, and they ain't nowhere near me. If that's the truth. You understand? I'm gonna be out there trying to protect some of them kids. I'm gonna be out there trying to protect some of this family, stop some of this bombing. That's what I'm gonna do. I for damn sure ain't gonna be on here asking somebody that I don't know what this person is about, why they care and why they don't care. That's, come on, man. Come on. But like I said, man, this video it wasn't even supposed to be this long, but I appreciate your input. Like I don't mind any questions. Ask me questions, but you know, like I can go down, I can see debate, but it's nothing to me. You know. So I just have fun with it. I can have fun with you. There's no problem for me. But we gotta understand that we can't in one breath out a one world government being the most vile, the most cruel thing that we have that can happen to the planet, and in the same breath we're praying for a one world government. That's what I'm sure. That's my topic. That's what I've been talking about. That's what the question should be about. I've already did that. I've seen that. I've already dealt with that. I've already seen that on worse levels. In my arms, taking last. So, like I said, but it still don't make one religion better than another, because they the same religions. That's what you're not getting. You're not getting that. You know, in the Bible, you ain't supposed to eat pork. You have the same health laws. You have the same health laws. You come from the same person, and you gotta understand that. I think once you understand that, and then you start moving accordingly, then we'll see a lot of people's reality change. But until that happens, we're not gonna see that. You get people asking a bunch of questions about nonsense. You know, I sit here, you know, I just see an election, and who you fighting? If you fighting, go fight. Stop. Get off the internet. If you fight, what you on the internet for? If we talking about you right there in the middle of it, dog, what you mean to tell me? Oh, that C4 just went off. Boom. Oh, hold on. Let me type something on YouNow. Come on, man. Is that what you doing? I'm disgusted. That's what you're doing. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you hear screaming and bombing right now, and you sneaking and you getting on YouNow for whatever reason, I'm disgusted. For real. What are you doing? But you know, It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But there's a lot of our things. What I'm saying to you is, you keep asking me questions, and for one, you're not asking questions. You're making statements about kids dying. I'm hearing this. I'm hearing bombs blow up every morning, and this, and that. And I'm saying to those statements, why are you on the internet on YouNow if you hearing this right outside? You think if I'm right outside, I heard a bomb blow up right now, I'm gonna be on YouNow? Who's doing that? That's clownish. What is this like? What are you doing? Why not? Say no more, man. Say no more. Listen, you got something intelligent to say, you got something that makes sense, then we can talk. Don't ask me no nonsense. Period. But, you know, oh, whatever, man. It makes me no difference. That's another statement. So be it. What does that do for you? Nothing. What does that do to the conversation we having? Build in on that. You distracting it. I'm trying to show y'all, you guys fighting for the same things. Thank you for becoming a fan. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Thank you for watching. You know, I'm trying to tell y'all, stop fighting for the same thing. That's all. Stop going to YouTube, looking at stuff, and then coming back talking about false flags and shit, where it takes a lot of studying. Did I watch the Warriors game yesterday? I watched it a little bit until the refs started calling a lot of fouls, which led me to believe we was going to Game 7, so I turned it plain as day. You know. Once again, it's all topic. But I guess since it's in Ags, I mean, I don't mind answering the question, but, you know. Okay, you stay there and I'm here. Come on, and I'm out. Okay. You might want to do some more things to help out. But like I said, man, you can't have two end games. That's the same thing. And only one person representing it. And think you battling against two different forces, and you not. You being foolish like a sleight of hand. And that's pretty much all I was here to say. This thing that lasted 44 minutes, and I appreciate everybody who came in. I appreciate the questions. I appreciate the slew of statements this one gentleman kept making. I don't know what he's trying to get from it. You know, hey, that's his own prerogative. It does me none. So that's pretty much it. Peace. I'm done with this one.